Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tales of Grace's F Remastered with Chaos Counseling. I. Dropping shit. I hope you all are having a good week. I am. What's what I'm looking for? Due to the fact that I will be going out, me and Abby are going out of town this weekend, I will be unable to do any streams at my usual times. So I am trying to do at least 2 streams during the evening this week. So, anyway, I just want to say hello. Welcome back, Valentine. It's always great to have you here. So, for those who missed the tail end of the stream last time, we've officially jumped forward about 7 years. So, here are Asbel and Sharia. For those who also missed it, this child arc ended with Asbel sneaking off to the capital to go see Richard again. He brought Sophie along. He and Hubert and Sharia were already in the capital for other reasons. The 4 of them tried to sneak into the castle. Oh. They are adults. No, to be clear, they are adults. I mean, all the characters are about 18 to 19, but this is a young adult game. But this is as old as the characters are going to get, at least in the case of Asbel and Sharia. But anyway, the child arc ended. They all tried to sneak into the castle through a secret passage, and everyone was attacked by a monster. The monster nearly killed everyone and successfully killed Sophie. Or at least successfully killed Sophie. Last thing Asbel saw was like, let's see, as long as they're 18 or older, it's fine. Yeah, they are all legal adults. I do need to stress that. No, none of these characters are underaged, which I'm okay with. It's like, it's not like Tales of Symphonia where the main character is 16. Because again, that game was made for kids. Well, for teenagers, but that's beside the point. The last thing Asbel saw before he passed out was Sophie started glowing and then attacked the monster. And then when he woke up a few days later, he found out Hubert had been sent away to be adopted by another family. Sharia was nearly killed, albeit the disease that she had been suffering from her whole life had been cured. And Sophie was dead. So Asbel, because his dad was a dick, combined with the trauma over failing to protect his friends, ran away to become a knight. So cut to 7 years in the future, Asbel, a war has broken out between Launt and a neighboring country. Asbel's dad was killed, so Asbel came home to help protect his country. By the way, did I say high endangered? Because if I didn't, I apologize. And then Sharia, in addition to what's it called? Not status arts. In addition to... Okay, cool. In addition to having her disease cured, she gained the ability to heal people. So she's actually kind of been leading the town in Asbel's absence and in the lieu of the father. Actually, that's kind of a lie. Point is, she's actually the strongest fighter in town, at least until Asbel came out. And then Asbel and Sharia both got cornered and were about to die to an enemy raid. But both of them, like, at the start of the adult arc, Asbel started noticing that he had mysterious powers showing up and his hands started glowing randomly. Well, both Sharia and Asbel started glowing right as they were about to die, and a girl who looked just like Sophie emerged from literal thin air and helped them fight off the enemy. And that's basically where we are now in the story. Asbel is leading a sneak attack to try and knock the enemy who's invading out of the encampment that they're sieging Launt from, and yeah, that's where we're at. But yeah, it's like the reason why Sophie didn't age up was because this story is super strange. Like, don't get me wrong, this game is good because the characters are good and the combat is fun. But I would always argue the characters are what makes the story good. And outside of one hiccup, this game doesn't get...
Sophie, don't wander too far.
All right. Why do you call her that?
I don't know. She needs a name, right?
This game, the 2000s based anime shit, it's gonna be... Yeah, no, you're definitely right about that.
We have no idea who she really is?
Look, I'm just...
You need to come back to reality. Everything has changed since then.
You're right. It has changed.
Also, Sharia kind of resents Asbel because Sharia begged Asbel not to abandon her when they were kids because Hubert was gone, Sophie was dead, and Richard kind of got locked up. So literally, Asbel and Sharia had no one but each other. And Asbel, because he was just so resentful of what his dad did, he couldn't stay in Lant anymore, and he ran off to become a knight. Again, leaving Sharia, who had been so codependent on Asbel, to grow up kind of embittered.
Sophie's dead. My father's dead. Hubert got adopted by some guy in Strata. Oh, and my oldest friend treats me like a total stranger, and has apparently given up on smiling. Look, I know this is all my fault, okay?
And this is why I like Asbel as a character. Yeah, he can have his moments, like, he should understand why Sherry is upset with him, but he's able to recognize when he is the cause of the problem, especially because, like, running away... Let's see. Oh my god, Asbel's coat looks so weird. Yeah, it's very 2000s.
That's why I decided to stay.
What do you call...
Oh, I didn't mean to skip it, sorry.
That's where we got the name Sophie. Sophie. Asbel calls me Sophie.
Honestly, if they just kind of got rid of a lot of Asbel's buckles that he just needlessly has on the arm, it would the outfit would look a lot... The coat would look a lot better.
Sorry, I should have asked you first.
This would literally looks like a protagonist from the smartphone isekai. I know the anime you're talking about, even if I haven't watched it, so I'm afraid I don't have a frame of reference, but I believe you.
It's fine. Please call me Sophie. I like this flower. It feels warm and familiar. It makes me happy to be named after it.
If you like it, why don't you grow another one? Here, take this. It's a Sopharia seed.
This will turn into a Sopharia flower?
When we get back to the manor, you can plant it in the flower bed.
Oh, another reason why, like, when Sophie reappeared, that seed Asbel's holding fell out of her pocket. Yeah, I know she doesn't look like she has pockets, but that's another reason why Asbel's really... I mean, yes, she looks like Sophie. She sounds like Sophie, and she has that flower, that seed from the flower that Sophie really liked as a kid, so... Oh, yeah, no, I see it. Thanks for sharing me that picture, Val. I absolutely see it. Hair color's wrong, but yeah, no, everything else, that looks pretty...
All right.
Yeah. But yeah. Again, I don't think it's too much of a spoiler, but yes, this is Sophie. Like, this is the original Sophie. It's not... Oh, yeah, I really need to get... I did not realize how... Huh, no, you'll never unsee it. Well, you're not wrong. I mean, again, honestly, I'm very nostalgic for the anime designs from this era. Because, again, I didn't watch a ton of anime growing up just due to a combination of not having cable... And my dad hated anime because, according to my dad, all anime equals pornography. That's a can of worms I don't want to unpack. So
this is the seaside cavern. I can't believe I've never been here before.
No one has seen us yet.
Good. Let's keep it that way. Now come on. We're almost to the other side.
I get you. 2000 anime design, especially for fantasy anime, was amazing. Like the aesthetic too. Yeah. But... especially since, like, the Tales games were some of the few exposure I had to this art style. Because I remember when I first played Tales of Symphonia, I thought the character designs were so unique compared to, like, every other video game design that I'd ever seen. Which, to be fair, when it came to like hardcore fantasy designs, the only thing I really had to compare it to was Final Fantasy and The Legend of Zelda. Let's see, my mom was so paranoid about anime. Abby's aunt. I'm not gonna call her what she is, but she's a letter that starts with C and ends in UNT. Yeah, no, like she is. Abby's aunt is evil. Basically, she was your atypical hypocritical Karen. Ironically enough, her name is Karen. Who basically her kids could never do any wrong despite them doing all these terrible stuff, but because she caught Abby reading Tokyo Mew Mew once, she went off on my mother-in-law saying, it's like, you're corrupting your youth by letting them read porn. So my parents said they were concerned about what I watched, but barely even monitored me, and I only banned me from watching The Fairly Odd Parents. Honestly, I kind of understand the ban on Fairly Odd Parents, even if I don't think it's that harmful. Because I wasn't allowed to watch it either. I still did. But the reason for that is that my dad didn't want us watching any anime or any media where the parents were depicted as idiots. Because he was worried it would foster an attitude of thinking we knew better than my parents, you know? And I kind of get it. In fact, I knew a lot of people, because again, I grew up in a super Christian Mormon community. I knew a lot of kids who were banned from watching Pokemon. I don't know why definitively. So, okay. No. Ha! Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a reference to something, but okay. That's a little dumb at the same time, though. Yeah, let's see. I want you to understand that my parents bought me season 1 and 2 of Aqua Teen Hunger Force at 14. I'm not familiar with that particular show, but it sounds like it could be misconstrued, to say the very least.
I didn't think we'd actually have to swim through this place.
Ha! Shows what you know.
I'm all wet.
Yep.
Are you cold?
So this show is a super adult
If
comedy
it's too
from
much,
adults.
take
Oh, good
Sophie
to know.
and head back to Lawrence.
Don't worry about me. I'm the one who asked to come, remember? Or were you just thinking that maybe I'm in the way? I don't know. Do you even really want me here? If not, you should just say so.
No, I didn't say that. I'm actually really happy you're here. I just don't want to push you too hard. I couldn't stand it if something happened to either of you.
Sharia, you were wet too. I'm gonna wring out my clothes, so turn around.
Oh, right. You know, there may be other points in this cave where we have to swim underwater to keep moving forward.
Okay.
Let's make sure we don't miss anything. We'll move slowly and carefully. You okay, Sophie?
Yeah, definitely
Hey,
telling
don't
me.
stare at me like that when I'm all drenched.
Sorry.
By the way, I think I mentioned this was the game that actually got, let's see, Sophie is pure and precious being who deserves all the head pads. No, I love Sophie. Like, Asbel and Sophie's relationship is the purest thing in the world. And honestly, just how they grow together over the game is one of the main reasons why this game is so good, why I like it so much. And I like it because, yeah, even though Asbel clearly thought Sophie was cute when he was a kid, their relationship never ebbs on hinting at, you know, romance, you know? Which I think is good, given the fact that, especially now, Asbel is an adult. Sophie, because of what happened with her dying, she's still a kid. And Asbel never tries to treat the relationship as anything, heck, like... Do you guys want a massive spoiler for the end of the game? Just, I genuinely want to know. Do you two want to hear a spoiler from the end of the game?
Okay, let's keep moving.
And it's not like a story spoiler, it's like a character spoiler. Again, I know the characters are the best part of this game, but still.
Okay, let's do this.
I mean, the likelihood you'll forget it by tomorrow, that's fair. How about you, Val? Please spoil me. I typically have spoiled myself for media because of the BS I try to sneak under the radar. Tell me. At the end of the game, so Sophie doesn't know who she is and doesn't know where she came from. So at Sophie's lowest point where she feels like she has no identity or whatever, Asbel adopts her. Like, he formally adopts Sophie, making him, making her his daughter.
Okay, let's do this. That should buy us some time at least, right?
Finally, a damn wholesome ending to these things. I love that. It really is. I love, again, this game, it's a little choppy at times. Like, it really is. I love this game, but it is choppy. But the relationship between all the characters... Yeah, no, that actually surprised me when I first thought that that was the route it went to. But yeah, since... even from the very beginning, you know, Asbel expressed a desire to want to take care of Sophie. It oddly makes sense that, like, when you think about it, even if it's not expected.
I saw them in one of Hubert's books once.
That reminds me of when you used to come hide out at our house.
You probably don't know this, Asbel, but whenever we did that, Grandpa and Lady Carrie would scold me to no end.
Yeah. They did?
But Lord Aston always came to my defense. He was always looking out for me.
The sibling room. You'd think that. Like, don't get me wrong. But I think they went the adoption route specifically because, A, Asbel did not want to, like... Hubert, like... An arc... When we meet up with Hubert, Hubert's arc is a sense of abandonment, shall we say. I don't think Asbel wanted to make Sophie a sibling because he didn't want to rub salt in the wound to Hubert, if that makes sense. And again...
My father did that? Really?
Okay, I forgot Aston did that for Sharia.
That's why I was so sad when I'd heard he died.
Sharia.
Again, the only character in this game that's arguably not completely wholesome is Pascal. But even then, I don't think Pascal's a problem for the most part. And then again, you could argue Malik's not wholesome since some of his outfits are a wee bit sexy. And let's see, no, you missed the... Wait, I missed a chest? Where? Oh, wait, the one by the tree? That had Elith in it, and my Elith is full. I'm going to double back just in case it was a different one. Yeah, just that one back. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Possibly not. Let me... Oh, okay, yep, here we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, fuck. I hate asking him more. He was cruel to his own children, but kind and loving to the kid that wasn't. He is probably just for power. Could be. Oh, yeah. No. You're good, endangered. Okay, yeah. Sorry. I can change the settings on the stream again, thankfully. And I forgot to do that at the start of the stream. But yeah, I just saw it in Val, because... Oh, shit. Yeah, the setting... I didn't see the message initially, so sorry about that, Val.
No one can stand before my blade.
Ooh. That's fine. Just don't want to go through with YouTube just being a pain. Oh, tell me about it. Wait. You already got... That was quick. Then again, these are the these are the DLC costumes, so that makes sense, I suppose, that these are easier to get. Alright, what's this one look like? Wrong input. Oh, jeez. That looks so goofy. Which one, the costume or YouTube? Because, yes, I agree on both counts. He did look hilarious. Oh, we're going to fight a boss here. That's just what my general knowledge of, no, okay. That just seemed like the perfect place for us to get ambushed. Maybe you should get a costume change so he's not in that painful white outfit. You know, well, I agree. It's just... personally, I do prefer it that over most of his other outfits. Because, like, we got this one, which is almost good. We got this one, which is honestly probably one of my favorite swim attires in the whole franchise. This, which I swear to God is a reference to something, but I'm not sure what. And then that. So I'm going to stay with the default costume for now. Let's see. Yeah, she's only got one. Yeah, I've only unlocked one costume for the others as well. Although, let's see. I can't prove this, but I think part of the reason why... So, Tales of Vesperia is my least favorite game of all time. And honestly, in many respects, I feel that Tales of Graces and Tales of Xillia were games made to apologize for dropping the ball on certain elements of Tales of Vesperia. I'm kind of convinced that the reason why Asbel is dressed all in white is because this game was the first game that came out after Vesperia. The main character of Vesperia was a fucking edgelord who dressed all in black. So I think they did this to kind of distance themselves from Vesperia. Not to mention Asbel also acts like another character from Vesperia who should have been the protagonist. Oh no.
Okay, let's do this.
Droid outfits are just tough to make good. No, I don't disagree. They can be done. And again, I like Asbel's outfit. Like, I do want to be clear. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but he does have one of my favorite designs out of Tales games protagonists. Then again, my taste in game design was definitely influenced by the Tales series to no end, so... Do you mind Kirito from SAO just to... Yeah? Actually, let's see. It's more than Asbel's default outfit, thanks to the saturation, actually does hurt my eyes to look at. You know, that's fair. You know, it's funny that you compare his outfit to Kirito, because the company that makes the Tales series is the same company that makes the Sword Art Online games. Now, obviously, they didn't design
Something
Kirito.
like that here.
Reki Kawahara
Be
did,
careful.
but
I don't see the Fendilians anywhere. Let's stay here and wait for our men to arrive.
yep. But yeah, definitely. The Sword Art Online comparison is a good one.
Follow me, and let's commence the attack.
Okay, can I see what new costume Sharia got first? That's right. I really like this outfit. You know, also, she's got one of the best swimsuits in the entire franchise. Let's see. It's fine to compare. A lot of isekai and isekai adjacent protagonists have a very similar look, including the blueprint and himself Kirito. Just wondering why his outfit looks so... Yeah. And like I said, Reki Kawahara, I don't think works at Bandai Namco, so technically an argument can be made that the similarity is a coincidence. But just the fact that...
That monster was horrible. Do you think it was part of Fendel's defenses?
No, I don't think so. It's probably lived down here for years.
So it would still be alive if not.
Then again, maybe Reki Kawahara was a fan of this game
Kind of
too.
sad.
Maybe, but it was either us or it. And we have to save Lant.
Asbel,
There's no time for pity. I'm the only one who can protect Lant now.
Oh, Asbel's acting a little edgy. And I'm like, hey, Asbel, let's see, the portrait of Asbel is really cute. I would give him cookies. He'd probably say it. He'd probably say thank you. All right, now it's time to just walk straight
There's
out.
no one here. What's going on?
Lord Asbel, we've been undone.
Oh no, I don't...
The enemy has staged their own sneak attack. They're advancing on the town as we speak.
Sacre bleu!
we must have passed each other in the night. Unless they knew about our plan all along.
Okay, who's leaking information?
Damn it! We can't stay here. We have to fall
So I like
back.
Sherry and Asbel's adult design, but neither are attractive to me. I just want to be a surrogate parent and take care of him. That, you know, that's fine.
Town's nearly defenseless. They'll be overrun in no time.
I'm curious to see what you think of Hubert and Richard's adult designs when we get to them. Oh, that's a treasure chest. No, can't go that way. Oh, that's good. Oh, I didn't change your... yeah, we need to change your title. Alright, let's start working towards your DLC costumes. No, sorry, I wanted to equip that. Well, that soldier got fucked. Let's see, it'll probably be the same. I saw them as, vulnerable children, given them what Shorty said about their lives now. That's a good point. Because, yeah, Richard and Hubert, they're not in great places when we see them again.
Damn! They're already here!
No shit!
Oh no! How did this happen?
New troops are coming in from the west.
Oh.
They're not from Fendel. Wait! They're from Strata!
attack! Drive the Fendelians back!
I can't find traumatized people hot, but it's hard to feel attractive. I can find traumatized people hot, but it's hard to feel kids. No, I understand that completely.
Damn it.
Hi, Hubert.
No way. Is that really Hubert out there? Hubert! We will survive. Here. There. Okay. You won't live to regret it.
I know, it's crazy to think that, you know, poor timid little Hubert, you know, learned to main combat with like one of the hardest weapons in the world to use. Hubert is a generic blue-haired glasses guy character model. Eh, you're not wrong. Hubert, okay, I'm not gonna lie, Hubert is some of the funniest scenes in the game because, well, he has kind of become a bit of a stick in the mud.
You came back.
Lieutenant, the enemy has been driven out.
Lieutenant? Wow, Hubert, you're really going places.
I don't think I wouldn't say he's a tsundere, honestly. Then again, I don't fully know the definition of that offhand.
People of Lant, do not be afraid. The men of Strata have driven the Fendelian army from your town. If you are wondering why we have come to your aid, I can provide an answer. I am Hubert Oswell, formerly of the Lant family. I am the youngest son of Lord Aston, who tragically lost his life in your defense.
It's Master Hubert!
You've returned to us at last!
While I am now a man of Strata, I still hold my homeland in the highest regard. When I heard of your desperate plight, I was compelled to come to your aid.
That's a lie. It's a Hubert.
And I have further good news to share with you all.
I don't know. Like, let's say, soon your character seems harsh and cold, but is hiding love and affection under his harshness. Yeah. Okay, I'd say that's kind of Hubert. But the honest truth is, I do not fucking know why Hubert was sent away. Like, I have played through this game a few times. I do not fucking remember what Lord Asshole's justification was for getting rid of Hubert. And it pisses me off.
Strata and Windor have formed an alliance against the cruel nation of Fendel. Your fight is ours, and we shall work as one to drive our common enemy from this land forever.
Hubert, wait!
The lieutenant has many matters that demand his attention.
Why is Hubert scratching his shoulder like that? It's like he's nervous. Yeah, he's... That's not at all why he's here.
If you desire an audience, please wait until morning.
No.
Hubert,
you're not supposed to like Hubert that much at this point.
What's
but
up, Sophie?
It's not...
Oh, I see. You're planting the Sopharia seed.
When will it bloom?
It should sprout in a few days, and bloom sometime after that.
I never did like Hubert. I got bored listening to him. That's fair.
And if you continue to take good care of it, you might even get to see a blossom gale.
Wait, a what?
What's that?
It happens after they bloom, if the flowers bathe in starlight for a few nights. Or so I hear. I don't really know the details. Anyway, just be patient and take good care of it. Hubert, are you done working today?
More or less.
Look at you. A lieutenant in the military at such a young age? I never thought I'd see you again. Not like this, at least. You saved us, you know. You saved Lant.
We're lucky the town wasn't damaged further.
Oh, the myth about moonlight flowers. That's cute to add to that. I think there's like an optional side thing you can do where you actually can see that.
So how long are you staying? We should catch up, you know? I could use your advice on a whole bunch of things.
I'll be here for quite a while.
Really? That's great. You can help us figure out what the enemy's going to do next.
There's... It's part of his character arc. Something I didn't mention, when Hubert, like right before Hubert was given away, Asbel talked about how Richard was like a big brother. So basically the last thing Hubert heard from Asbel before he was sent away was, "You're already replacing me with someone else." So combined with the fact that, like, just spoilers, he's not doing this entirely. Let's see. Oh my god, Hubert is going to purposely hide important information to drag Mysterian plot when he could just open his mouth and clear things up. Now, no, not necessarily. Hubert is kind of being forced to act on his adopted father's orders to... You'll see. Just to be clear, what's about to happen is not entirely Hubert's decision. He's kind of getting forced into it.
I'll feel a lot better knowing that we're working together.
The resemblance is uncanny. Her movements, her body, even her expression. She's like Sophie in every way. I will investigate this matter personally.
Whoa, hey! Wait! That won't be necessary. I'll decide what to do with her.
So, the boy who abandoned his family now thinks to be Lord.
What?
Okay, to be fair, this is Hubert's venom coming out a little bit.
We have more important issues to discuss. Meet me in the study when you're ready.
I need to talk to Hubert. Are you okay here?
Actually, I want to check something real quick. Yeah, no. Let's see. Given I hate admitting Hubert as a point. Asbel did abandon everyone. It's also creepy to say we'll be deciding what to do with Sophie instead of figuring things out with Sophie. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Again, it is part of Asbel's character art. Yeah, I just want to see if there's anything noteworthy out here. That being said, I will 100% defend Asbel's leaving home, because he was not becoming a better person under his father's thumb. The fact that he left and joined the Knights Academy is what allowed him to actually learn how to be a better person, because he was not learning that from his dad. Because his dad was... Okay, I'm surprised I was able to rediscover that, but whatever. But, yeah... Oh, yep. His brother did sound quite literally just abusive. Yeah. Oh, and if you notice what that Strata soldier just said, what Hubert's claim to the people of Lant that Strata and Windor have become allies, that's false. I'm not saying this was bad. He needed to leave his home. However, he does need to take responsibility for what happened because he left. No. I agree. Hubert has a point, but... Yeah, Hubert...
You're here.
Hubert is not entirely in the right here.
There is an important matter that I neglected to tell the townspeople.
He's trying to do so now. I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people seem to act like because someone made a mistake once or made a decision once, trying to make things better doesn't matter. I'm like, it does. Plus, again, Asbel could not have taken this. Asbel is trying to take responsibility now, and it's appreciated. Agreed. It's a very. I think it's. I could be wrong, but I think it's a very Japanese mindset of failure, even if it's once, is really blown out of proportion, or, you know. Trying to fix.
As part of the bilateral alliance between our nations, the Stratan military will be permanently stationed in Lons.
Sorry, 1 second. I just realized I left my laundry room door open, and you guys might be able to hear that. Yeah, it's been so cold here at work that I've been having to wear like several days of thermal clothing all at once. So I have to, let's see, military occupation, love those games. Yeah, no, it kind of sucks.
I have been appointed military governor and will handle all affairs of state from this point forward.
What are you talking about? I wasn't informed of this.
It was a term negotiated directly between the governments of Strata and Windor. Let me ask you something. What exactly do you hope to accomplish here? As of now, you're completely dependent upon my military. No lord can rule under such conditions.
I mean, you're not wrong, but...
What Lant needs now is power. Strength. This is something I possess. As a commander in Strata's military, I can bring peace and stability to this land.
Yes, that is true. But that's not mutually exclusive from working with Asbel.
I've spent the last 7 years studying and training. I've sacrificed everything to achieve what I've become.
He's not wrong, but Asbel wasn't even given a chance to do anything. No kidding. It's like, okay, you've spent the last 7 years. So is Asbel. See, have you ever heard about what tends to happen under authoritarian rule?
I'm not you. I didn't forget my home and my people so I could go gallivanting around the countryside.
Neither did Asbel. Hey, honey.
You don't know what I went through. You have no idea what it's like to train at the Night Academy.
Plus, you don't know what it was like after all that happened and how Asbel's dad was behaving.
Perhaps you'd care to show me what you've learned. Here is my proposal. If I defeat you in combat, you will leave Lant immediately.
Yeah.
If I lose, I will recognize you as the rightful lord.
Are you nuts? I'll never agree to that.
Then run. Run like you always do. It will prove the last 7 years were about nothing more than your own pride.
Fine. Let's see if my training was just one big ego trip.
I'm glad you've accepted my proposal. But I warn you, I'm not the boy you knew 7 years ago.
Yeah, no. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's doing this... Hubert's technically doing this under duress. He's kind of being forced into it by his stepfather. I don't remember if I can actually win this or not. I mean, given the fact that I've got, like, a shit ton of... Oh, yeah, and I can't... Oh, wait, no, Panacea bottle. That's what's stopping me. Ah, okay. Yeah, they've done everything they can to make sure that I can't actually win this fight. Okay. Also, what authority is the challenge being issued, Hubert? No fucking kidding.
Hubert, you've grown strong.
Did you not remember that Hubert had that?
I told you. I'm not the boy you knew.
Okay, yeah, they definitely did everything to make sure that you couldn't win, because the fact that he could apply that status ailment with a single attack, preventing Asbel from healing in any way, shape, or form, and his attacks were clearly buffed. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get why you need to lose because of story, but don't give... Because, like, there are several fights in Tales of Symphonia you're supposed to lose, but they go out of their way to actually give you some fun reward if you actually pull it off. So you don't mind rigged fights as long as they give you obvious cues beforehand that it's rigged, and this was rigged.
As per our agreement, you will leave Lant. Now.
Yeah. Now, don't
Hubert, what is this?
get me wrong. I know he's doing this under his dad's orders, but Hubert is also being unnecessarily cruel towards Asbel as well. Because again,
Asbel left the Knight Academy to take your father's place as the next lord. I finally get both my sons back, and now they're at each other's throats.
Last I checked, you have only one son.
no, no kidding.
What are you saying?
I am an Oswell.
Yeah, no, the mom... I know that the dad did this despite that, because the mom had no real say, because Aston was a bitch. But he also has a point.
Hubert, your father was only thinking of you when...
Enough. The two of you abandoned me, and that's the truth of it.
Yes! Yes, it is!
No, please don't.
Don't worry, Lady Carrie. I will not force you to leave as well.
He's made up authority, son of the land. Yeah. I'm sorry. Hubert is absolutely right to snark at Carrie. Agreed, especially when she tried to gaslight him. Yeah, no fucking kidding.
Asbel.
You can't come with me, Sophie. Not this time. Go find Sharia. She'll take care of you.
The family is broken, yeah.
Hey, quit blubbering and go!
Fuck you, Strata Soldier. Again, he has no true claim of any of this power. He just rolled in with an army. Not much of an alliance, especially since it sounds like that alliance is bullshit. Again, spoiler, kind of, but from what I remember of the story, Strata's full of shit.
Hubert, how did this happen?
It's going to rain soon. Let's get inside.
The alliance is an occupation, true. So you know Asbel and
I'm
how
not weak like I used to
literally
be,
everyone in your
You don't
blood
have to
family
worry.
was abused. You have every right to fuck off and leave them to deal with their own shit. Yeah, you're not wrong.
I always worry about you, no matter how healthy you are.
Everyone changed. It's all different now.
Such is life. You just keep changing with it until you find the right path. When times are trying, you mustn't fear to face them.
Grandpa.
Oh, young masters, why did it come to this?
You know, especially since it's like, hey, Hubert, by your own admission, your parents kind of sucked. So why are you throwing a temper tantrum that Asbel didn't want to stay with them and wanted to actually go somewhere where he could improve? Seriously, through all this, is Hubert wrong? Not necessarily. Is he acting like a child? Yes. Again, Hubert has a point. I want to be very clear. Asbel is in no real position to hold Launt. He doesn't have the power, and Fendel is too strong of an enemy. But Launt, you know, the Strata needing to occupy and, you know, govern is not mutually exclusive with completely deposing Asbel. That was seriously done. Like, again, I'm pretty sure he's doing it under his stepdad's directive. If he's not, I apologize if I'm remembering incorrectly. But it's still a really shitty thing to do. And Hubert treats Asbel like hot garbage through the first quarter of the game. They don't ever truly get back to being completely loving siblings like they once were. But they
Sophie,
do come to
I'm
terms
okay.
with each other again.
Really, you should go back.
No, actually, they do eventually come to love each other again.
Protect you.
That brings me back.
I don't think Hubert was truly allowed
You know,
to grow
this
up
is the
properly.
place
True.
where
I think
someone
this is-
first said that to me.
That's true.
I was so irritated a girl wanted to protect me. I said that I would protect her instead, but I didn't. And now, nothing has changed.
I can't get why Hubert. See, I can't get why Hubert, another victim, is blaming Asbel. Just Asbel for everything. I think it's because he can't. His dad is dead, so he can't blame his.
Completely helpless. I'm a failure.
I think Hubert is projecting his resentment of his father onto Asbel, since Asbel's the one who got to stay. Asbel won't leave, but I generally hate how many stories has the absurd party being held responsible to fix things for their abusers. Or the abused party. I know. I agree. Honestly, though, at the very least, the narrative of this game is less about fixing what his dad caused and more about just Asbel trying to make the world a better place.
Sorry about
But
earlier.
yeah, you're not wrong.
That was kind of embarrassing.
No, it's what I like about you, Asbel, is you're actually... One of the things, like, one of the reasons I hate Tales of Vesperia so much is the fucking main character is a typical edgelord who doesn't believe in showing his emotions to anybody. The fact that Asbel's willing to break down in front of someone so early in the narrative is a big reason why I like him, because it shows that he's emotionally mature. So far, if I bought this game, I would have returned it by now, personally. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you feel that way, but
really wanna
hey,
stay with me,
different
Sophie?
tastes.
Okay. Then I swear to protect you. And this time, I won't fail.
Yeah, I do too. Like, that's why I like that the child arc is in this game. Because I know some people feel Asbel's just a goody two-shoe. But the fact that we saw how he was when he was younger punctuates this characterization. Well, absolutely different taste. Just have so many things I dislike over... It's like over-like. It's fine.
I feel kinda... dizzy.
Probably because you haven't eaten all day.
Your head feels hot.
Yeah, and
Damn
you work...
it. Not now.
Asbel,
Water.
I'll go get some water. Wait here.
This hut looks a little suspicious.
See, I wouldn't play this because despite Luke's straggling, the actual plot is Dragon feels. Let's see, it's only like 2 characters and one of them's basically a doll. Eh.
Look inside.
no.
Sophie?
Hey, that's the girl that was with him.
You can't go in there.
What the? Why are there Windor soldiers here?
Asbel,
I don't remember this.
Keep your hands off her!
the girl is meaningless. We've come for you, Asbel Lant.
Okay.
Who are you people?
Stop.
Stand aside, or we'll make this hard for you.
I will protect him.
Sophie, no!
Why not? She's a... Let's see. So much
Who
good
are
in
these
sorts
guys?
of game.
What do they want?
Asbel, are you hurt?
I'll make it. But we need to get out of here. Let's head for the port.
So, where are you planning to go once you get to the Port Asbel? Because those guys were from Windor. That's kind of the direct... I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. Yes, it's a port. You can go different places, but... realistically, the Windor soldiers came from the port, as that's the quickest way to get to Windor. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, I need to recharge that Elith mixer ASAP. Okay, where's the shop? Hey, Turtles. Yeah, oh, shoot.
Asbel, are you all right?
I'll be fine. But look how crowded it is. The ferry must be late or something.
Everyone, remain calm! The capital port is still open, and the ferries are running on schedule!
Okay.
Did something happen in Verona?
Asbel, look.
These guys just don't quit. Come on, Sophie. We'll take the ferry to Verona.
Again, why are you heading in the direction?
If people are after me, that puts Sophie in danger. I can't bear to see anyone else suffer because of me.
Yeah.
Maybe Richard could help. He'd protect Sophie. I'm sure of it.
Is your head still hot?
I think I'm fine. Thanks. Listen, when we reach land, we need to find Richard.
Richard?
Yeah, he's an old friend of me and Sophie. The other Sophie.
Friend.
You know, it's a small miracle you don't get arrested just by stepping off the ferry here, because again, this is Windor's capital.
Okay, let's head to Verona Castle.
I knew it.
What is your business at the castle?
Perhaps you're planning to visit Prince Richard. Thought as much. And just how do you plan on visiting someone who's supposed to be dead?
Wait, Richard's dead? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. We see through your lies. Just tell us what you know, and we'll make this easier for you.
Damn! Sophie, we've got to run!
Gotta run now.
Quick, after them!
It's definitely the same Sophie. She remembered how to protect Asbel and keeping to it. I mean, yes, but again, several people saw Sophie die, so it's very difficult for them to actually be like, how could this literally be someone that we saw die?
Are you
So-
really dead?
I understand why they're really struggling to rationalize that, even if, yeah.
Where are we?
It's the Royal Sanctuary. There used to be a secret passageway here, and I'm hoping it's still around.
Should we look?
Yeah, let's look.
Yeah, let's see, holy shit, that music. So cold and
Oh,
dreary
nice.
to mark the
You
awful
still
atmosphere and
break down
situation.
doors,
As
huh?
well done. Composer. You know, the music in the Tales games,
Still.
most of the Tales games are
I
top
mean,
notch.
Yeah, never mind. My mistake. Let's go inside.
Yes, let's purposely go back to the place where Sophie died and everyone else almost died, and yep.
Richard would watch over Sophie if I left her with him. But is that really the right decision? No. Sophie is my responsibility. Just ahead is where... 7 years ago.
Hey, Asbel, I hope Richard is alive.
Huh? Wait a minute. Do you remember who Richard is?
No, I've never met him actually. But isn't there a chance he might be dead?
She's just being
Oh,
empathetic.
That's what you meant. I wanted to think otherwise, but I guess you really aren't the same Sophie from back then.
I don't know, but I have this feeling I can't explain. Somehow I just want Richard to be alive. Maybe because you feel that way, Asbel? I don't know.
First rule of RPGs that have save stations. Whenever you come across one, you have to save. It's the law. Like, you can actually go to prison for not doing that. Hey, David Vincent.
Wait a minute. Richard! Richard, hold on! You're... It's me, Asbel Lant.
Asbel, is that really you?
So we showed more
I
emotion than ever.
didn't
And
expect to find you here.
fair bit of the stuff they never
I
taught
don't
her.
understand.
Yep.
This is crazy. I heard that you were supposed to be dead.
You heard that I was dead?
Yeah, by a dick.
I'm so glad you're safe. Can you stand? Come on, let's go.
Thank you, Asbel.
And thus start. Let's see what does Richard look like. Kingdom Hearts villain and sound like it.
So you still live, Your Highness.
Well, he sounds like a villain because again, he's voiced by David Vincent, who.
More of Cedric's men.
I won't let you.
I'm trembling.
Yeah, I like Richard's look too. Also, I actually had the privilege of meeting David Vincent, who voices Richard, at a local anime convention. I got him to sign my copy of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, or not Path of Radiance, Fire Emblem Awakening, since he voiced the main character in that game. And I also got him to sign a poster of Richard from this game. Yeah. It's hanging on my wall right now. You can see it from here.
You saved me, Asbel.
Again.
If you hadn't arrived when you did, I wouldn't have survived. Thank you.
I'm glad to be of service, Your Highness.
Please, don't speak like that. We're old friends, you and I.
You're probably Richard's only friend.
Yeah, but you're the Crown Prince.
And Asbel is respectful now, ironically.
I could order it, you know.
But, Your Highness... Fine. Richard, does that work for you?
Perfect. Formality just doesn't suit you, old friend. And this is?
Prince Richard, this is Sophie.
Sophie? I was told she had been killed.
I met this girl at the meadow. I don't know if she's the original Sophie or what, but she needed a name.
I think it's her. They have the same feeling about them. You must sense it too. That's why you gave her that name.
So, yeah, Richard... So, I mentioned the reason why this game is called Tales of Grace's F is because when the game was ported to the PlayStation 3, because it was originally on the Wii, they added another, I don't remember how many hours of, but it's like a bonus epilogue story that more neatly ties together, like, it gives everyone a better ending, and during the F arc, Richard becomes so sassy and cheeky. It's really funny. Because, like, just kind of a mild spoiler, there's a really funny cutscene you can see where Richard and another character named Malik both they're trying to get Asbel and Sharia together, so the two of them role play as Asbel and Sharia to try to come up with what-if scenarios to get them to date. It's really funny.
Well...
I'm vomiting out my guts.
Richard?
My chest! It's on fire all of a sudden!
Well, yeah, it's because you've seen Asbel after 7 years. Your heart's aflutter.
Hey! I hear voices!
You should probably get that checked. Because Edgelord's been hearing voices for years, and it's not a good thing.
We'll talk later. Right now, we have to get out of the capital.
Talk later, run now.
Should be an exit just ahead.
Should be being the operative word
If we
here.
follow the high road, it'll take us to Grailside. That's where I was headed. The local lord, Duke Dallin, will help us. Now let's go.
Let's go. Yep. Now that Asbel's a big, strong beefcake, he can push that. Wait, hold on. Back up. There was a skit. Can I... Shoot, I think I might have missed that skit. Let's see. Asbel, you're a strong guy. Carry your boyfriend on your back and go. Definitely. Actually, we haven't... Oh, yeah, because... Oh, I need to change Richard's title. Man, I'm sorry. This old school voice acting is so funny. Oh, I know. It's still...
You're hurt.
No, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
It is still a massive improvement over what voice acting, what voice acting was before that. But yeah, you're not wrong. Voice acting has gotten much, much, much better since this game came out. Yeah, it is also kind of interesting how Richard gets a number of abilities. Well, actually, thinking about it, you could argue that Richard is very similar to Zelos. Like, Richard and Asbel's relationship are very similar to Lloyd and Zelos' relationship from Symphonia. And ironically, Richard learns a lot of the moves Zelos learns. Let's see, Richard, you're in combat. You are clearly fine. You just... you just had... You just had to ask Asbel to carry him with your big, strong arms. Yes. That, you know what? From going forward, that's our headcanon now. Everything that happens in this game is because he wants, you know, Asbel to carry him in his big, strong arms. So, the entire conflict of the game, the true motivation is that someone wanted gay hugs. Now that I have said it, it must be canon. Alright, how are we on the titles, everybody? Wait, when did you equip that one, Asbel? Oh, because you mastered that one, got it. Right, because I forgot to switch your title over. Can't get back on that one. Here we go. I'm gonna stop making these two gay for each. I'm gonna not. You're not gonna stop. You know, that's fine. Even though Asbel's a twink, that may be, but Bonds. Ooh, you got a skip for me?
It's been a long time since anyone's come this way. There are still monster bones here.
Well, I mean, Richard currently has a monster bone.
What's wrong, Sophie?
I don't know. My chest. It hurts.
The air is thin here. Perhaps we should hasten our escape. Here, Sophie.
What
take
bug
my
string
hand.
arms dudes are noodles?
No, I'm fine.
Sophie?
This is unexpected. Asbel, did she act this way around you when you first met?
No, not really.
Interesting. Then perhaps the problem lies more with you than it does with her.
Me?
Even after 7 years, you haven't changed at all. Anyone would recognize you. It was easy enough for me.
What? I've changed? Maybe you just changed too much. What's wrong? Is it your wound?
It's been a long time since I laughed. I enjoyed that a bit more than was sensible.
Richard.
So, Sophie being uneasy around Richard is actually meant to be some subtle foreshadowing.
You couldn't even stall enough to make a game of it.
Well, I mean, we do have ×5 experience, so I just think it boils down to the fact that we are massively overleveled. Charge out and pose. Does anyone see that? Did everyone see that pose? Do I look good?
You alright, Richard?
It's nothing. I'm just a little tired.
So says you.
We should rest. You know a good place to stop around here?
Yeah, checking for threats. Yeah, I mean, you're right,
Small
but
hut
I'm still
just
gonna make
off the
fun of him
road.
for it.
But I don't want you to stop because of me.
There's no need to push yourself. Let's just head for the hut.
All right. Thanks, Asbel.
Again, I'd make a joke about how Asbel... Oh god, Richard, don't say One Piece. The fans latch onto those words every time. You're gonna summon the power scalers. Hey, Dispenser Gamer, what's up to you two? It's good to see ya. How are you doing on this fine morning, evening? What, you know, I have not... I just realized I haven't really looked at anyone's equipment in a while. So I don't actually know what... Yeah, she's got... I had much better gear that she could have been wearing. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Dispense Gamer, because being dead is not fun. Also, I don't know why I'm genuinely struggling to say words. Awkward turtle. Sorry, I'm positive I can't, because this takes us back to Verona. I just wanted to just kind of verbally check, if you know what I mean. All right, before we actually... There, okay, yeah, here's the hut they were talking about.
This is fine.
It's fine, it's fine!
Sophie, don't go too far.
I'm struggling. The cold meds are hitting like a truck. Ah, that would explain... That would definitely explain... Yeah.
Alright.
Don't kick the bird. Okay, you're gonna look at the bird. This is acceptable.
Richard,
Again, why...
What happened back in Verona?
And why aren't we going up to the hut?
My father was murdered.
What?
Yes. He was killed by the very knights who were sworn to protect him.
That sucks. They're bad at their
They would have
jobs.
killed me as well, but I hid among the bodies and escaped detection. When the enemy dropped their guard, I went to the secret passage and fled for my life.
I can't believe the Knights would do such a thing.
You do actually act rather loopy on cold meds. Surprisingly, I have a high alcohol tolerance.
My father's death was a
That's
shock,
good?
but the fact he was betrayed by his own knights makes it far worse.
And I was a student at the Knight Academy.
Which makes me wonder why they were coming after. I mean, yeah, you were technically friends, but they don't... You ever hung out with Richard, like, for a single day? Honestly, I think I'm just worn out. I may have to dip. Hey, that's fine, Endangered. I'm glad you could come at all.
Yes, I'd heard you left home to join them.
I did, but then I resigned. My father also died recently, and I was to become the next Lord of Launt.
And Hubert was a bitch.
Had I stayed, I might be chasing you down right now.
But you're not. You saved my life, just as you did 7 years ago.
I will, thank you.
I thought of that day as I fled the castle. I was so desperately hoping you would somehow come to my aid.
And here I am. Richard, did you stage this whole thing just so I could come save you? Hey, thanks for coming by, Val. See you later.
And you did. You actually did. You have no idea how happy I was to see you, Asbel. You're special. You're one of the only people I've ever really trusted. So what's your plan? Will you return home when this is over?
Things are complicated. The alliance with Strata has changed everything.
Alliance with Strata? What are you talking about? My father would have never agreed to an alliance. He always took a hard line on such matters.
But why? What's wrong with an
The
alliance?
Stratan military is stationed in Launt right now. They just arrived a little while ago.
So around the time of the uprising. Interesting.
Asbel, someone's coming.
It's the prince! He's here!
Damn, they found us.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Yeah, I forgot that these three had a unique victory animation.
Who are these soldiers?
These men serve my uncle, Archduke Cedric, the man who now calls himself our king.
Who simply calls it.
My uncle sought to usurp the throne for years, and now it seems he has resorted to force.
Why would he do such a thing?
Asbel, listen. When we reach Duke Dallin, I plan to build an army and avenge my father's death.
Sensible.
Will you fight with me? I need your strength for the coming battle.
Of course. I don't know how much help I can be, but I'll do whatever I can.
Thank you, Asbel. Thank you.
This is just like our old friendship pact. Do you want to join too, Sophie?
Yes, join us. It'll be just like it was 7 years ago.
What happened?
It's strange. I just felt a chill run up my arm.
Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine, but we should get to Grail's side as quickly as we can.
Yeah. Again, there's a reason. Another reason why Richard was the first person to really insist that Sophie is this Sophie is the same Sophie from 7 years ago. Even though, again, that Sophie from 7 years ago is supposed to be dead, but yeah. Again, it's probably obvious to some, but I won't fully spell it out. Just because, again, I don't want to, like, completely spoil it, But, yeah. Okay.
I'm starving.
I know I dragged you into this, but I can't do anything about the food situation right now. I'm very sorry.
Oh no, it's not your fault at all. By the way, remember when you said the Knights assassinated your father? Are you—
I know it's difficult for you to hear, but yes, I am.
I'm no longer involved with them.
Knight or not, Asbel, I am very happy that you are not counted among my enemies.
Friendship!
Believe me, Richard, I have no desire to fight you. I wish I could have seen the Academy one last time.
Perhaps we should take a little stroll to the Academy then. Maybe bring my uncle a little present?
Hey, that's not what I meant.
You sure it is? It's not what you meant. It could have been what you meant. This is really one of the downsides of... Because I've mentioned a few times, the original release of this game was on the Wii, and it had to look just as spectacular as the game that preceded it, which was on the Xbox 360. As a result, this game is just kind of small in the grand scheme of things compared to what came before it. I'm not saying that because it's small is a bad thing, but you don't really get the full scope of how big this world is because of just how quickly it takes to run from one end of the map to the other, if you know what I mean.
This, right here, is Wallbridge.
A bridge that acts as a fortress.
Those two guards belong to my uncle.
Okay, is there another way around?
I know of some other routes, but they all run through the capital.
So no, basically.
This is bad. We can't possibly return to Verona now.
Hi, Pascal. You're probably the one character in this game that I don't 100% love. I do not hate you, though, but... Stream didn't cut out, did it? No, stream's still going. You deserve that one, Pascal.
What's wrong? What happened?
That girl. She touched me.
What?
Yeah. Good, valid. That's a valid response.
I touched her. I really touched her. Once more, please, wait, let me touch her again.
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm Pascal. It's nice to meet you.
Just what do you want with Sophie?
Oh my gosh, I never thought I'd see a real one in person. It's like meeting a celebrity.
See a real what?
I said see because I just saw her illusion a little while ago.
Illusion? What are you talking about? Do you know something about Sophie?
Well, yeah, I know all about her, but it's kind of hard to explain. It'll be faster to just show you. Come on, it's right over there.
Yeah, Again, I don't hate Pascal. In fact, to be perfectly frank, she's responsible for some of the funniest scenes in the game.
What is this?
But I also can't say I love her either.
You can use this to just pshoo, right down to the underground ruins, you know? That's where the illusion is.
There are ruins here?
I know, right? I was totally surprised when I went down there, but boy, was it something! Not having to deal with that stupid bridge was a nice bonus, too.
Were there soldiers in the ruins?
Nope, just me.
What do you think, Asbel?
Might as well take a look. We can't do anything here anyway.
Very
Plus,
true.
I'm interested in this illusion of Sophie.
All right, that's good enough for me.
You're coming? Awesome! Let's all go together then.
Wait, you're coming with us?
Yep.
Sure,
I think she's offering to show us around the ruins. Right?
of course.
All right, I guess we're all going in.
Oh.
Come on, let me touch you again. Look, you can touch me as much as you want. It's a totally fair deal.
I really wish this conversation was phrased differently.
Asbel?
Too bad. He's way over there.
Okay.
Do you think Archduke Cedric could be in league with Strata?
It's possible. My uncle had been handling the kingdom's foreign affairs for many years. With my father's ailing health, he had no one to answer to.
So in other words, this alliance between Strata and Lant...
Though it pains me to say it, it may have indeed been officially sanctioned by the crown.
Right. So yeah, Hubert is not actually, wasn't talking out of his ass, but it was part of the usurpation process or whatever.
What just happened?
Ta-da! We're in the ruins.
But we didn't move. How did we end up somewhere else?
It's no big deal. It's just a little wobbly-wobbly Katang kind of thing. You know,
I don't get it.
it's cool, right? Who'd have thought a huge place like this would be right under our toes?
These ruins don't look like any place I've ever seen.
That's because the Amarcians built them a long time ago. So of course they're gonna look different.
The who?
The Amarcians. They're a tribe that left ruins like this all over the world.
Are you some kind of archaeologist, Pascal?
Yeah, I guess. Something like that.
Now, I know that, and you know, ironically enough, if you play a copy of Tales of Symphonia Remastered or Tales of Symphonia on the PlayStation 3, and you have another Tales game save file on your Switch, PlayStation 4, or whatever, you actually unlock Pascal's costume for Rain. Again, I didn't actually have these unlocked because, for whatever reason, Tales of Symphonia Remastered was the only one that I insisted on getting for the Switch. I got every other remaster on a PlayStation console. But it kind of makes sense given that Pascal and Rain are both the rune nuts, or the ruins nuts in both game. It's just, I find Pascal to be a little more grating than Rain.
But since I taught you something new, you should let me touch your friend. Come on, please.
Don't touch me.
Boo, you're no fun.
Again, I
Can we
really,
just go, please?
really wish they phrased it differently. I get what she's saying. Like, just for context, we're going to discover that in these ruins, there are holograms that resemble Sophie. So the reason why she wants to touch Sophie, because it's like, okay, maybe if I can, you know, physically touch something that I've been studying for a while, it will offer clarity into her study or whatever. But I'm like, why did you phrase it that way? It's creepy. Especially since Sophie is the one character in the party who is still underaged. Wait.
Over already?
Because again, I don't hate Pascal, but purely due to the wording in these scenes, I can't truly bring myself to say I like Pascal very much. Yeah, Pascal is our... Well, actually... I think Sharia is technically the dedicated healer of the group. Wait, you start with that costume already? That's weird. I think Pascal is like our dedicated mage. Huh. I'm surprised that I started... Wait. Good God. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize that Asbel got up to level 5 with that one so quickly. Alright. Once I get the costumes, I'll actually start... what's it called? I'll actually start picking titles based on learning actual helpful abilities. I should probably actually re-equip Pascal.
You were great, Pascal.
Oh, you finally realized my greatness? Let's celebrate with a high five. Huh?
Okay. That should take care of that stupidness. Alright. Ah, okay. So, I do find this decision kind of odd. So, one of the DLCs is added costumes from past Tales characters. I really find it kind of odd that they gave Asbel... So that outfit is the character Leon's outfit from... I think it's Tales of Destiny? I could be wrong about that, as I've never played Tales of Destiny. I just kind of know about Leon just through reputation in the franchise. Leon is, well, the Tales series will often have a traitor character in the games, and Leon is one of the more, shall we say, hardcore traitor characters in the game. I don't know the full story behind his betrayal. It's just, unlike many of the other characters who betray the party in this franchise, who it's just like, oh, I had to do it because I was forced to, I had to do it, but I mend my ways and we hug it out and they become a good guy again. Leon actually dies. Like, after Leon betrays you, you fight him and you kill him. And then in Tales of Destiny 2, he actually comes back as like an undead knight or something like that. Now what? So I do find it interesting that they gave Asbel, of all people, a Leon costume. Honestly, I personally feel it would have made more sense if Richard got access to Leon's costume. I don't know which character Richard gets, but that's just kind of where I'm at on that subject. Because I know for a fact Hubert can get a costume of Flynn from Tales of Vesperia. And personally, I think it would make more sense if Asbel got Flynn an outfit of Flynn, since I really feel in many aspects, what's it called? Oh, he gets a Zelos costume? Okay. Okay, actually, so you know how I just said it would have made more sense if Richard got a Leon costume? This makes sense. Judas is what Leon is called when he comes back from the dead. So that makes sense. At least I'm 99.9% sure that's how it works. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I know I'm kind of giving away that there's something sketchy about Richard, but I kind of felt like the game itself was doing kind of a good job setting that up on its own.
Oh, yay! So here's the device that shows the illusions.
Something's approaching. The footsteps sound strange.
Yikes! What's that?
Here it comes.
We will survive.
So it's a monster. I wouldn't say it sounds strange. It's just, it's not a human's footsteps. But, so Hubert gets access to the character of Flynn from Tales of Vesperia. And I just thought it was odd that Asbel didn't get the Flynn outfit, since in many respects, I kind of feel like... So, Flynn in Tales of Vesperia, in my opinion, would have made a better protagonist than the protagonist we got. And in some respects, I almost kind of feel like Asbel was an apology for not making Flynn the protagonist.
Like crab omelets, Sophie.
Yes, crablets.
I bet Richard gets to eat special royal crablets.
Royal crablets?
I'm afraid there's no such thing.
Royal crablets.
You wait, Sophie. Let's all calm down.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Because
That was unexpected.
Yuri, the main character of Vesperia, is just such an awful protagonist. I kind of felt like Asbel was made the main character to be like, let's do a do-over and make a game if Flynn was the main character. Then again, maybe they didn't give him the Flynn outfit because I didn't want to call too much attention to that fact.
how does this device work?
It's a cinch. You just tappy on this thingamabob here and then ka-chunk on the little dongle.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Just try it. Oh, come on, it's super easy. All right. Step aside. I'll show you.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost as if messing around with ancient technology for which we know not requires someone with some actual knowledge on the subject.
It moved.
Look!
It's me.
This must be the illusion Pascal was talking about.
She's right. It looks just like Sophie.
I know, right? They're identical. Now do you see why I totally wanted to touch Sophie?
So was this device also constructed long ago by the Amarcians?
Yeah, probably. But I don't know, I'm still kind of researching it. Aww, there it goes.
Sophie, did seeing the illusion help you remember anything? I see.
So we don't know how this is connected to her, or if it's even connected at all.
I know. I wish I had a manual or whatever. And this writing's all smudgy and faded, so I can't really tell what it says. If I squint real hard, I can read the word lambda. But
Oh.
that's it.
I forgot that was name dropped this early in the game, but that's a good thing. That means that doesn't come out of nowhere later. But yeah, I forgot that Lambda was named this early.
Lambda? What does that mean?
Lambda.
Pretty sure Lambda is is a part of the Greek alphabet.
I feel like I heard that word a long time ago.
Lambda. Pascal, are you sure you can't make out anything else?
Nope. Sorry. Show's over.
We don't have time to sit around thinking about it. Let's keep moving. What's your take on this, Asbel?
About?
About the Sophie that appeared in the machine.
Not really.
That isn't like you at all, Asbel. Aren't you supposed to be her guardian?
Supposed to be, but I don't know anymore.
Come on, Asbel. Get it together. You're all she has.
Not wrong.
I am?
You belong by her side. Having found myself in a similar situation, it is a feeling I know well. In fact, even now I continue to be in your debt.
Thanks, Richard. I appreciate it.
Why are you thanking me?
Well, it just felt like the right thing to say.
You're not wrong. I mean, he needed some encouragement. Asbel is literally at kind of like his lowest point right now, Richard. I mean, not like right now, but he just walked away from his lowest point.
We are very sad to announce it'll be a piece of cake.
Victory is ours!
Kalu Kalay. Getting close. Yeah, we're getting close. You know, I get why they have these like quest pointer, like these quest markers or whatever, especially since, because like I'm just gonna say right now, one of the worst parts about this game, not counting the F arc does a lot better, but unfortunately the dungeon designs are not great in this game. And that has a big part to do with the fact that, like I said, this game had to be put out originally on weaker hardware while still needing to look technically impressive or visually impressive or whatever. So just as a result of that, the level designs themselves do leave a bit to be desired, especially compared to what came before and what came after in terms of the dungeons. Well, sort of. I guess I do kind of prefer the dungeon designs here compared to the dungeon designs in Tales of Zestiria. But that might just more have to do with the fact that I find Zestiria to be sort of... Zestiria is kind of a tedious game as a whole, sadly. I don't hate Tales of Zestiria. I'm probably one of the few people who will actually kind of defend aspects of that game, even if I don't think it's very good as a whole. But... okay. Since that one gets me the CC rise, we're going to do that one next. Okay. So yeah, this is the main character of Tales of Destiny 2. Again, I haven't actually played that one. That is cursed. I do not think that outfit looks good on anyone but Zelos. Like, just, it works for Zelos. The one thing I do know about Tales of Destiny 2 is the original Tales of Destiny 2 I don't think was released in America. I could be wrong about that, but I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, what happened is that we got the first Tales of Destiny, and then the next Tales game we got was Tales of Eternia, but it was released as Tales of Destiny 2. Just be kind of similarly to how, like, the Final Fantasy games got named weirdly in America because they weren't released, like, in the correct order or whatever. I don't know. So I still think to this day, and again, I could be wrong about this, and I apologize if that's the case, I don't think Tales of Destiny 2 has ever actually been legally, like, officially released in America. I don't really know anything about the stories of Tales of Destiny, Tales of Eternia, or Tales of Destiny 2. Because, like, those games were released prior to Symphonia. And my experience with the Tales franchise starts with Symphonia. I have played, I think, every single Tales game that was released in America after Tales of Symphonia. Well, except for Tales of Legendia. It's like, I own Tales of Legendia, but I haven't played it. For a few reasons, but that's neither here nor there in the grand scheme of things. And I mean, okay, part of the reason I haven't played it is because our PlayStation 2 is kind of not working properly, and it's for the PlayStation 2. Plus, as much as I love the Tales franchise, it can be sort of hit or miss. Because I found I usually, like, really like a Tales game, or I utterly despise it.
I really am that awesome.
Now, are there some that kind of fall in the middle? Yes. Like, I do not utterly despise Tales of Zestiria. Tales of Zestiria. Even though, arguably, I probably should. I don't utterly despise... well, I like the both Tales of Xillia games, even if I don't love Tales of Xillia. But... and I've since grown to the point where I can tolerate Tales of the Abyss, even if I think Tales of the Abyss is too overloved. Or it's too overexposed or whatever, you know? again, my complaint with Abyss is not that the game is bad, but it's bad enough that it doesn't deserve the praise that it gets. Overrated. Abyss is overrated. That's why I don't really care. That's why I initially really didn't like it at first, because everyone was telling me how amazing it is, but I'm like, but it's not.
I can't help but envy you, Pascal.
No.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I hadn't realized.
No, I didn't mean that I wanted your staff.
But yeah, but like Tales of Vesperia and Tales of Symphonia 2, absolutely, utterly despise those two games. Like, Tales of Symphonia 2 in particular is so bad, I actively pretend like it doesn't even exist. Mostly because, quite frankly, the game is... So, for those who don't know, Tales of Symphonia was released to be a prequel to the original Tales game, Tales of Phantasia. Well, Tales of Symphonia 2, well, in addition to completely character assassinating all the main cast, well, maybe not all the cast, but Lloyd in particular, there are 3 different endings you can get in Tales of Symphonia 2. The thing is, if you get any ending other than the bad ending, it doesn't fit into the lore of Tales of Phantasia. So it's actually a pointless game to play. Now, I remember Sunshine at one point said, it's like, I thought the good ending was canon to Phantasia. I'm like, the good ending can't be canon to Phantasia, because the plot of Tales of Phantasia involves someone trying to steal the world tree that gives off mana. If that, the good end, if anything but, because like anything but the bad ending in Tales of Symphonia 2, the world gets rewritten so it doesn't need mana. So why would you care if the mana producing tree was stolen? You don't need it anymore.
Now we can continue to Grailside.
Oh, you're going to Grailside?
You've been a great help, Pascal. Thank you.
Wait, hang on. I want to go to Grailside too.
You don't have some sneaky reason for following us around, do you?
Yeah, she does.
Maybe.
And you know it.
Serious?
It's because I want to get closer to Sophie.
Huh?
Yeah, I want to touch her and study her and learn about her and, touch her.
Again, I get what they're going for, but fuck, why are you phrasing it that way? It's fucking creepy.
No offense, but I'm not interested in the rest of you.
Look, I get it. But they need to phrase it less as I want to touch her, and phrase it more as like, I want to get to know, it's like, I want to... Like, if they just simply said, if you're just obsessed with studying her, that would be one thing. But, oh,
Come, please, Asbel? Please? Whoever you are?
Richard.
Richard, got it. Hey, Sophie, who do you like best? Me? Asbel, or the other guy?
Asbel.
Aw, come on. I want you to like me, too.
she never learns to like you, Pascal.
She's a bit eccentric, but I think we can trust her.
All right, Pascal. You can come with us.
Yay! It's like they say, trips are all about meeting people, right?
Don't make
Now
me
then,
trip you.
Shall we head for Grailside?
Give me all the Panacea bottles. Wait, I bought 14 Panacea bottles, and you only gave me 1 stamp? That sucks. Sure, I'll take some mincemeat. Okay, so it seems like it produces things solely based... I want to confirm something. Oh. How many do I have to buy before I get a stamp? Like, I'm sure there was an explanation on... Okay. It's like every 10 items I get a stamp or something. Interesting. I was kind of hoping that, like, a bigger purchase, like a steel knife, like the knife, would count. I don't think I've ever become a VIP, because it's like I filled the stamp card, but I guess I'm not a VIP, because how many of those do you have to fill to become a VIP? I don't remember.
That was your best?
Richard learned costume. He didn't acquire a costume. He learned costume. All right, let's see this. Yep, there it is. Yeah, so again, I don't know the full story behind it, but yeah, when the character Leon like comes back from the dead, or I don't know, maybe he wasn't actually killed. I don't really know. All I know about, well, I don't really know anything about Tales of Destiny and Tales of Destiny 2 outside of what I've picked up from like fandom osmosis, if you know what I mean. So I don't know about it. I just know of it. What the heck?
I don't anticipate a challenge.
Did someone lose their Applin? Get like that get a Pokemon trainer on the phone.
We won't fail.
Oh crap, we failed. There we go. Sophie learned, once again, Sophie also learned costume. I think, just realized mastering, getting to level 5 of that one might be a mystic art. I think. Like, I'm 99% sure that, like, that glowing sword is a mystic art. Again, I could be wrong about that. Okay, it looks to me like everyone must get a Tales of Destiny 2 costume on top of a costume from someone else from a different franchise. Makes me wonder what. Okay, that's gonna be awkward. Let's see. Wait. Does she only get one costume? It's like, unless one of these two is a past character costume too. Huh. Interesting. That is interesting.
Richard, what's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine.
We've been walking for a while. Do you want to rest?
I don't want to slow you down.
Hey, come on. If you feel all wobbly, you shouldn't push it. We don't mind taking a little break, right, Sophie? Sophie?
Stay back!
Richard?
I'm sorry. You startled me.
Aw, don't worry, Sophie. He's just kind of shy. He probably just has a thing for you or whatever, because he got all worked up when you touched him. Wait, oh my gosh, that means he's my rival!
Shut up.
Sophie, you can't like him too. You just said you liked Asbel the best. You can't keep changing your mind like this.
What's gotten into you two?
Asbel, Sophie, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I think I'm just very tired.
Richard, are we friends?
Yes, Sophie, of course we are.
Friends? Then why?
Let's keep going.
So, what's Grailside like?
It's on the shores of Lake Grail, ruled by a man named Duke Dallin.
Can I also ask who this Duke Dallin is?
He's a distant relative of the royal family. Yet Dallin's father saved my father's life a long time ago. And our families have been close ever since.
And you think Duke Dallin will save you?
I think he can be a great deal of help. Perhaps more so than anyone else.
I mean, because he could provide resources.
More than anyone?
I mean, you're not exactly bringing anything to the table besides your sword as well, which is useful, but you don't have men to back Richard.
No, I just mean, it's good to have such a powerful ally at your side.
That's all he meant, Asbel. Don't worry about it. Don't take it personally, Asbel. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Dude, those taters look delicious. So, hey, have you known Sophie long or what?
That was a quick change.
Well, come on, I ain't got all day.
Sophie, Richard, and I have known each other for 7 years, if this is the same Sophie.
The same Sophie? What do you mean?
How should I explain this?
Come on, what is it?
I should be careful what I say to her.
Hey, are you keeping secrets or whatever?
Well, look, back in my hometown, we made a pact of friendship, and Sophie was part of the group.
Oh my gosh, friends are awesome! I totally want to make a friendship pact with everyone.
No, you don't. You don't want to make a friendship pact with everyone. You want to make one with Sophie. Again, so they sort of give Pascal a love interest, especially in the F arc, and I'm very grateful for that because it gets away from this kind of creepy behavior towards Sophie.
Pascal, what's an airhead?
Someone who's so smart they can control air with their mind.
Wow, you're amazing.
I was expecting her to be like, what do you mean by that? Well, that's what Richard called you, or something like that. Because I know that Sharia would probably definitely call her that. Yeah. Wait, did we auto swap, or did I deliberately say? I did, because I wanted to learn Sword Rain Alpha, but I want him to learn his Mystic Art too. Because again, I could be wrong, but I am pretty sure that those are Mystic Arts. Huh. I was kind of expecting this to lead off to like a forest dungeon or something, but it seems like this is just off the beaten path or whatever.
You thought to stop us?
Cool. Alright, Pascal got her title. Yeah, kind of, just since everyone else is getting their Tales of Destiny too, I kind of want to see what hers is. Free Spirit. That one's nice. Oh, so if you're wondering, Richard doesn't have a swimsuit like everyone else because Richard isn't in the party at the time where the swimsuit cutscene would happen.
This won't take long.
Just let it roll. Oh.
That was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
Paragon, really? Why would you get a... Cool. I don't remember what mastering actually gets you, if you know what I mean. Like, what mastering a title actually gets you. Sorry, I just want to get the bench SP, because that could be... Well, then again, Asbel's pretty much going to always be in my party, because he's the character I play as. Maybe I want to focus on getting one of these mystic arts. If I have access to mystic art. Should, I think. Huh. I don't have access to a mystic art yet. Okay. I'll focus on getting the bench. Oh, wait. How about everyone else? Keep going. Yeah, you keep going. Yeah, I'll get the bench SP, and then I'll probably move him to something else. Graysland, the lakefront jewel.
A state of emergency is in effect. None are allowed inside the city without explicit permission. Wait! He's Prince Richard! Please forgive me, Your Highness. We shall inform the Duke of your arrival at once.
You know, it's a good thing that Richard's recognizable enough that the people here know who he is, but not so much that we were able to not travel somewhat unimpeded.
Richard's a prince? That's awesome!
If Richard is a prince, then what is Asbel?
At the moment, nothing.
I don't know. I don't know what I am now.
But technically, he's a lord.
I apologize for making you wait. You're all free to pass.
Thank you. Is Dallin at his manor?
He is, Your Highness.
All right, Asbel. Let's find Duke Dallin and see if he can shed some light on our current situation.
Now, I freely admit, just because, you know, I'm in a country that's never had royalty, so I don't know what the difference is, because, like, again, Asbel's a lord, but what's different between that and, say, a duke, if you know what I mean? Because, like, I know there is a hierarchy amongst nobility, but I don't fully know what that is. I guess making a single grape gel would just completely drain the bottle. Yeah, we will get to the matter eventually, but this is an RPG. You gotta check everything out in the new town.
Have you been researching this area long?
Nope.
Oh, where were you before?
Oh, you know. Ever since I left my hometown, I've just been kicking around the world.
You traveled the world by yourself? Who exactly are you, Pascal?
Funny, I totally ask myself that all the time.
Wait a minute. You don't know who you are?
For sure. I mean, do you know who you are?
Well...
Like, why am I here and stuff? Where'd I come from and where am I? Ooh. Uh-oh. I saw you, Sophie! You can't hide!
Do I know who I am? That's really the heart of the matter, isn't it?
Alright, let's spend the night just in case there's another scene we can... Oh. Not what I meant. Good to know. I forgot that I could charge them here. Oh, I also... forgot about the requests. Sorry, what do you need? Oh, syrup bottles. No cutscene. Okay, that's fine. I am okay with that. Oh yeah, the twiddles. Twiddles! Yeah, nothing new. Really, I could like... I didn't think I could get access to the port of to Barona on this side, you know, since the only thing between that and the port to Barona is Mont, which I can't go to right now. Huh. Again, it is kind of a downside again about how like these world... It's kind of like everything's just connected through like hallways, if you know what I mean. It doesn't give opportunities for exploration, you know? Because like in the older Tales games where you kind of explored an overworld map or whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong. I remember like having major issues with the Tales of Symphonia map when I was a kid, getting genuinely lost for hours. I remember I had to call my friend up who introduced me to Tales of Symphonia and be like, hey, I legitimately do not know where to go next. What am I supposed to do? And he just simply told me, go to like this specific point and then like turn right. And after you pass this mountain range, turn left, and then you'll see this village up on the side of the mountain. And it was genuinely hard to see, and given how rough the combat in that game could be, especially as a kid, I was kind of scared to genuinely explore at times, you know?
I think there's a bell in the top of that tower, but I can't really see it from here.
Psst, Asbel, over here!
Yeah?
Listen, there's something totally hinky about the way Sophie's acting toward Richard.
Yeah, I noticed that. I've been thinking about it too, but I can't figure out why.
Well, duh! Don't you have a clue? It's because of you and Richard.
Huh?
Yeah, Sophie's just jealous that you guys are all mwah hanky-panky all the time.
Mwah. Wait, what?
Wait. In rear entrance? Does that... I didn't realize that was a treasure chest. Huh. It just looked like too generic of a box for that. Okay. Okay. I would have even thought to try to go through that gate. Actually, you know, just since we should have done this when we were in there already. Hey, could you recharge my mixer? Since it did spit out some saffron, I could use it right now. Alright, I was trying to talk to him, but okay. So is this like just something that's like permanently active, or hold on? Oh no, I think I have to put them in the mixer for them to work. Right? I think that's all I will... Yeah, I think he'll do that for now. I legit forgot that's what the books did. Okay, that looks like a painting. That depth perception was probably not what they wanted it to be, because that did not look... That looked way too flat.
Your Highness.
Dallin.
Ah,
I remember
Your
you.
Highness. It does me well to see you safe. I thought you were still in Verona, and was even now preparing my troops for a rescue mission.
I'm sorry to have worried you, but I will put your troops to good use in the coming days.
You mean you're not wrong?
I intend to defeat Uncle Cedric and avenge my father's death. I pray you will support me in this, Dallin.
All that I call mine is yours to command, my lord.
Now, please rise. Let me introduce you to my friends. This is Asbel. It is by his hand that I was able to escape the capital. And this is Sophie and Pascal. Both have been a great help to me as well.
I am Asbel Lant. It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Asbel Lant? Of the family Lant?
Yes, sir. I am the eldest son of the late Lord Aston.
I see. Well, you have my eternal thanks for saving His Highness.
I could do no less, sir. I consider it my duty.
These are indeed strange times for Lant. It seems Strata has seized de facto control of the area.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us of the current situation, both in Lant and elsewhere? We need to plan our next move.
Of course. This way, please. Archduke Cedric currently holds power over Verona and the surrounding areas.
Mm-hmm.
The Stratum military, however, appears to be acting independently. They seem to have occupied Lant of their own accord.
Sorry, message from Abby.
This has allowed the Creus mines near Lant to come under their control.
That gives them the power to cut off Windor's supply of Creus.
It does indeed. If the situation is prolonged, this could become a very serious problem.
Okay.
I also heard something about an alliance between Windor and Strata.
Yes, Archduke Cedric has maintained close ties with Strata for some time now.
Interesting.
Most likely gave them Lant in exchange for turning a blind eye to his treasury. Or perhaps for their outright cooperation.
Also could be.
I'm sorry, Asbel. That can't be easy for you to hear.
No.
Asbel Lant, the Prince and I must now engage in very sensitive discussions. I would ask that you please take your leave.
Wait. You must allow me to help you take back Barona. I want to help His Highness however I can.
I would ask this as well, Dallin. I need Asbel.
Very well. If that is your wish.
Thank you, Dallin.
Let me explain our position. There is but one road to the capital, and it leads through Wallbridge. The Archduke, perhaps anticipating an attack, has garrisoned a large number of troops there.
A direct attack on Wallbridge would be suicide.
If we can't go through the front, how's about just poofing right into the middle? You didn't see it, but there's a second device in the ruins that'll zap you right into the fortress above.
Really?
I see. So we could send someone to infiltrate Wallbridge and open the main gates.
Is that possible? If so, it would put us at a distinct advantage.
Allow me to infiltrate the fortress, Your Highness. I will carry out this mission without fail. Pascal, will you come and help me with the devices?
Okay.
I will go as well. I fight this battle for my late father. If I am to avenge him, let it be with my own hands.
I mean, plus, you've got to come since, you know, you're part of the party.
Your Highness.
Enough. I'm going. Now let's gather the commanders and plan the rest of our strategy.
Yes, sir.
So we strike tomorrow. Things are really moving fast.
Asbel, I'm sorry. I don't want to drag you into this. My uncle has many of the knights on his side, so some of them may be people you know.
Yep.
Don't worry. I knew that the moment I joined up with you.
Besides,
I
we're
am your
BFFs.
sword, Richard. Use me as you will.
Thank you, my friend. I would never say this to anyone else, but I have no desire to fight a war. I wish there was another choice.
The faster we finish this war, the sooner peace will be restored to our land. I'll do whatever I can to make that happen.
Thank you. Now come, Asbel. We have a battle to win.
And we will!
I can't stop looking at Richard. I get nervous when I see him with Asbel. But Asbel and Richard are friends. Richard would never hurt Asbel, so why am I feeling worried?
So, this is kind of another example of what I mean by the game's breakneck pace. Like in other RPGs, especially in the Tale series.
We march for the capital under the command of His Highness, Prince Richard. Your Highness, my men await your word, sire.
Men of Windor, today we strike a blow for justice. I expect great things from you. May the wind guide our blades!
May the wind guide our blades!
All men, move out!
So, what I mean by this is that most other Tales games would kind of give us, it's like just spoilers. So we had...
Time for us to infiltrate Wallbridge.
What's what I'm looking for?
Please take good care of His Highness, Asbellant.
Sir, understood.
Let's return to the ruins. We'll be able to access the fortress from within.
Now, admittedly, part of it could also be because the game's size itself is a bit smaller. Like, I feel in other RPGs, this would be drawn out a little more. Because, like, here's what I mean. So, Richard gets ousted as, the prince, and his uncle's trying to kill him. We then have, basically the mission of running away. Now we're going back to attack the bridge, and then immediately after that, we're going to be retaking the capital.
So the entrance to the ruins was, let's see. Where was it exactly?
You go east all the way down to the end of this road. It's where we saw Sophie's illusion, remember?
It was just before Wallbridge, correct? I recall the entrance being in a thicket to the right.
See? Richard's all smart. Try not to forget next time, Asbel.
I hadn't forgotten the first time.
Come on, let's just go. No need to get sulky now.
I wasn't sulky either.
But basically, other games, I feel like they'd give you more time to, for lack of a better word, marinate or kind of set a status quo. But, like, the problem is anytime, like, a new status quo is set, it kind of changes super quickly. Because after we help Richard retake his throne, we're then kind of given what seems like it's going to be the status quo, but then we only do like 1 or 2 missions. They're not that long of a missions, and then things change again. I don't know, it's just kind of an example of what I mean by this game goes at kind of a breakneck pace. And that's not in and of itself a bad thing, since, again, what makes the Tales series great is the characters, and the game doesn't drag. It lets you get to the character bits quicker. Like I said, the pacing only truly becomes a problem towards the end when there's like one major, wait, what? Moment in the storytelling, but we'll get there when we get there. Alright, I know I've only been streaming for about maybe 2-ish hours, but it is still getting late, and I do still have work in the morning. So I am going to have to call it here, and sadly, I think that just means that I'm not going to be able to stream as much this week. Well, I kind of knew that. I'm going to try, emphasis on the words try, to stream one more time on Thursday night. I don't know if I will be able to, but I'm going to try. So I want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I don't know when my Saturday streams are going to be able to resume. Things are still hell at work, to say the very least, and they've asked us to try to keep our Saturdays as open as possible because of how behind this project is. Sunday streams will keep happening as normal, but yeah. There's no edgelord poll currently going on, so yeah, I'm not sure when, but I'll see you guys then. Have a good rest of your day.